They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harvey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll keep it on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that one.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Doak. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Bell. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. That's caught. It's White. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap kick. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll stop him at the 36 after a 5-yard pickup.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Unloads it left. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. First down here as they go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Bell. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield.
And what a great play by the defense. With their backs against the wall, they create the fumble and then jump on it in their own end zone for the touchback.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Castellanos. Got a man, it's White. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. Turning on the Jets. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
He'll pitch it. Got enough for the first down. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
He'll toss it. Turning it on. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get down.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Takes the easy one to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Johnson looking to throw. Snagged out of the air. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Montgomery. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The running back has it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab. It's White. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn. You try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to...
Makes the grab past the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's White. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That score, they now tie the game. The extra point will give them the lead. Maybe they'll be able to take that lead in at halftime. That is huge for their momentum. That touchdown, massive for their confidence as well. And they're going to have to make a few tweaks here at halftime. They're going to have to do things a little bit differently in the second half. But no doubt about it, that touchdown was huge for this offense.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Grabs it in the middle. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a precious few ticks remaining. This likely the final play of the first half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's looking deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a...
There he goes! Oh, what a cut! And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls it in. It's White. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Gets it to him on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
They take the lead with the 6.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, not getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. He's got it in the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead is 8.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Harvey. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Unloads quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snags it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Well, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. The sure hands, it's Light. Across the 25. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to pass on second down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed that...
Touchdown Seminoles! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his second touchdown of the game.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab over the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. On the option. The pitch. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got the quick pass. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. Handoff to the lone back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's first and 10 again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And it's in there for a touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Flips it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, this defense, their cardio, I think, is going to get tested in this one because this quarterback will extend plays, and he's going to do it often. It doesn't take it a lot for him to flush out of the pocket. If he just sees color, he's gone, trying to make something happen. That time he showed you his wheels. He was just able to get enough to keep this drive going.
The Noles will have it 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. He'll throw it. Caught. Close to the marker. It's White. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Seminoles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The give is to Williams. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Starts to scramble to the left. Touchdown, Florida State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Trying play action. Working the middle. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Oh, a lot of space. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. And, guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. They've got the screen set up. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Johnson looking to throw. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
And here's the deal. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. 4th and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. to stay aggressive here. This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's White. And he's wrestled to the ground. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making...
And the Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter. That's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. Touchdown, no! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go Way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Johnson wants to throw it. Pucks it out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's got it. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Castellanos. Got a man, it's White. Quick step and go. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. He went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's White. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's White. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Noles line it up with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. They're setting up the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back's got it. Touchdown Seminoles. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting set for the point after.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that. And once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Got his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Off play action. Looking down the middle. Got his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Give to the running back. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
There's a live football. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You got to be able to finish plays, and that running back had it, man. He had a first down. He just could not hold on to the football. You got to be able to finish runs. That's one thing this coaching staff is always preaching to their backfield.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the catch. It's Bright. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Back swinging for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Johnson wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his man. It's White. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that move.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. On the run, fires downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Noles!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Unleashes one. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
This time it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. With the catch, it's White. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Noles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the tailback. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. QB draw. Turning it on. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And winning first down is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Bringing it back. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
He'll toss it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Johnson looking to throw. And to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. He'll set up to throw. Trying to barrel in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The Seminoles are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Catch in the middle, it's White. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Toss sweep to the right. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. With the catch, it's White. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give is to Williams. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Pulls it in, it's Robinson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Wow, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Seminoles will try to punch it in on. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Harvey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Right on the money. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. The receiver on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen passes. It just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Lets it fly. Complete to the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Got him downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming.
Thank you for watching.